So welcome to Moxie Monday. Just hit record. Hopefully those of you who are watching this recording get a lot out of it, but those who are watching it live with me right now, go ahead and get your paper and pen out because we are about to get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. Again, guys, get ready. You have to know ahead of time if you're in this to build a business, if you're in this and you have full belief in yourself, in this business model, and if you don't, I bet at the end of this, you're going to be like, oh, dang. What was I thinking? Oh gosh, this is like a gold mine. I gotta get with it. Just wait. You guys will be, I hope that it'll be helpful. So for those of you who might not know me, let me go ahead and go back one. Okay, here we go. For those of you who might not know me, hi guys, my name is Laura Mendenhall, and I am the founder of Moxie. We are a 2-time elite team. I am also a Success Club 10 All-Star legend. But what you will learn quickly is that saying all those titles don't really mean anything. They don't mean anything, not a thing, if my goals are not being met with my family, if my goals are not being met in my bank account, because rank and title and prestige can only carry you so far. And I don't want anyone to be misled. I don't want anyone to feel like, make sure you have your phone on mute if you don't. I don't want anyone to feel like they can just scrape by, or they can simply, help one person a month, but then be discouraged because it's not paying enough for your Shakeology. And I hate that. And I want you guys to feel the benefits of, one, having your own Shakeology paid for, and two, earning profit from this business, because I know you guys are working hard. I know you're working hard. And I just want to lay out and say, I'm sorry. Like, if you are struggling financially and if you're doing this business because you need a solution to help you guys get out of debt, to help you pay off credit card, to help you guys do X, Y, Z, I want to tell you, if thus far you've been disappointed in the amount of work that you've put in versus the results that you're getting out, my heart explodes for you. And I just want to capture you in my arms, and I want to hug you, and I want to say, girlfriend, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that you're hurting. I'm so sorry that you're stressed. I'm so sorry that you have an ounce of disappointment. But throughout this call, we're going to address all of those things. And I'm going to tell you, hey, maybe this is the reason why. Maybe this is the reason why. There's probably a lot of different variables that are going on in your life, because life happens and sometimes unpredictable obstacles occur. But if we are building this business for income, and if we have the strategies wrapped in that, I know that we're headed in the right direction, because as we're increasing our profit from this, you are going to feel more confident. And then you're going to be more eager to open your hands and to go even harder after this. So let me ask you the question first and foremost. Do you even know what it means to build for income? Have you ever heard that phrase before? So some people say, oh, are you building for rank or are you building for income? I don't really feel like those two things differentiate very much, but just a little bit. So what do those two things mean? Somebody who is building for rank, both of these things are totally fine, by the way. Somebody who's building for rank is not necessarily concerned about volume. They're not necessarily concerned about longevity. They're more concerned on getting a body in the location that they need at the time. So if somebody's pushing for emerald, they just need 2 bodies quickly. If somebody's pushing for diamond, they need bodies in the 8 spots immediately. And then they're going to do whatever it takes to get the other 2 emeralds as soon as possible. And then once they hit diamond, then they're going to be like, I did it. That was amazing. That felt great. And they might quickly fall right back off. Okay, so somebody who's building just for rank, again, it's not bad, to each their own, but it might not be a solid, stable business, because somebody can be a diamond coach and earning, $1 a week. Not really, but yes, really. I mean, that's absolutely possible. Somebody can have a 0 paycheck every single week and be a diamond coach. Some statistics that I found. Look, guys, I even took notes. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? What's up, Moxie? You guys are proud of me. I like that. So notes that I took. I've been doing some research lately. I really have. I've been interviewing a lot of different coaches for the past week, and it was really interesting that the statistics that I came up with, or that they shared with me. Some things like coaches who signed up 3 years ago, they might have started earning $1,000 a week when they were at 12 months into their business. Some people who joined the business a year ago might have started earning 6 figures within 18 months. Some coaches who are 15 star, follow me here, some coaches who are 15 star, some of them are only making $500 a week. Now, that is a lot of money, but a 15-star diamond, how in the world could they only be making $500 a week? Because they did not build for volume, they did not build for income, they built for rank. Again, not a bad thing, but I'm encouraging us to change our mindset and build for income, because I feel like that's what's going to help our families more. And that's what I'm in for. On the contrary, if you build for income, I know a couple of 1-star diamonds who cap out their team cycle bonus at $3,000 a week. Who would like to earn $3,000 a week? That's right. But it does take a whole heck of a lot of work, and it takes a whole heck of a lot of resiliency. But if you build for income and you build for longevity, that means you have to stick this out and wait for the longevity to kick in. So building for rank versus building for income, those are two different things. And sometimes when you build for rank, it's a little bit shiny. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like it's inspiring to the team. You guys might know, or you might not know, that right now Moxie is a 10-star qualifying team, which means that there are 10 coaches personally sponsored who are diamond. So we are qualifying to be a 10-star diamond team. That's a really big deal. That's a really big deal. It's the first time that Moxie's ever done that. So that's kind of a shiny thing, right? That we can stand up maybe at Summit together and say, hey guys, like go team, woohoo, like go Moxie. But at the end of the day, my desire is to earn, enough to retire my mom. Okay. My desire is to earn enough to pay off my mortgage. So rank, premier, elite, all-star legends, these things that you hear, success starters, those things are amazing. And I'm not at all discrediting that. But I'm also not going to pretend that that's going to fulfill you, because it's not. It won't fulfill you. For a second, you're going to feel really proud of yourself. But if your income doesn't match it, you're going to feel empty. And again, I want to eliminate that. So those are not bad, but those things could be a byproduct of doing the things that it would take to increase your income. So let's talk about the compensation plan. You guys might know this, but let's break it down a little bit more. How can you earn money in this business? Through your own personal retail, through your sales to your customers, and through team cycle bonus. That's when you add coaches to your team and there's volume accumulated, and then you get team cycle bonuses. I did mention that you need to know what that is before you get on the call. If you don't know what that is yet, that's okay, because there's a video that we could send you that's extremely helpful. And if somebody wants to copy and paste that link in the chat box, you're more than welcome to do that, so somebody can reference that video later. But you can earn team cycle bonuses when you're Emerald and above. You can also earn matching bonuses. Okay, that's what I'm going to explain to you a little bit. And you can earn star diamond bonuses. I'm sharing this big level stuff because I need you guys to know what's out there. I need you guys to know the opportunity here. It's much bigger than yourself, and it's much bigger than you just grinding every single day and saying, oh, this is so much work. This is so hard. One more conversation. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I could stay up one more second and try to have this conversation with this girl who's never going to commit. But I want you guys to see the bigger picture and see that it doesn't only rely on your retail. It doesn't only rely on your team cycle bonus. You also get matching bonuses when you duplicate. You also get star diamond bonuses when you're able to help coaches on your team achieve diamond themselves. So what is rank? You guys know about emerald, ruby, diamond, star diamond. But we need to start thinking about rank, less about the title and prestige. Although, I mean, I don't want to lie to you. I love recognizing you guys in your ranks. Like, I love giving you shout outs. I love celebrating you and saying, holy bananas, look at what you've accomplished. That is amazing. It seriously is. But the exciting part is because when you increase your rank, you increase your earning potential. Did you know that coaches can cap out of what they're able to earn with Beachbody depending on their rank? That's why it's so important for you guys to increase in rank, not just because it feels fluffy, but because it increases your earning potential. So as an emerald, you earn $14 for every team cycle bonus, but it caps out at $250 a week. For example, I'm working to retire my mom. Right now, I built my mom to an emerald coach, and then I also helped her build her volume underneath her business center. So what that means, she's actually capped out at $250 every week. So I am in the process of building her to diamond so she can now earn more money. So it's kind of cool that she capped out, but I'm kind of like, oh crap, she's losing money. She's losing like $100 a week because she's capped out on that team cycle bonus. And that's very possible. That's very, very possible for you too. Ruby coaches, they can earn up to $1,000 a week. Diamond coaches up to $2,000 a week. And then it continues to increase depending on how many stars you are. You might not know this, so write this down. Again, this is not an advanced call, but it is a very detailed filled call about the compensation plan. As a 15-star diamond coach, it really stops at, I think, like 10 or 12, but that doesn't matter. Just know that in each business center, you cap out at $12,000 a week. So you're thinking, that's okay with me. I would love to earn $12,000 a week. Yeah, girl, me too. But the cool part, and I'm going to explain this further, is that you take a deep breath. Everyone, let me see everyone take a deep breath. You can have up to 25 business centers in Beachbody. So let's say you stick this out. Let's say you continue your 4 vital behaviors. Let's say that you put in the work, even if it takes you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. It doesn't matter. Don't think about the time frame. Think about the potential here. And if there's anything else on earth that would ever
You have not entered any numbers. Please re-enter your meeting ID followed by the pound or hash sign.
Is everyone muted? Did everyone hear that? Okay, that was crazy town. Make sure you're muted. Would love for us to, move forward. So we're going to move forward. I did mute everyone, but Meg on the phone, it just didn't mute, but no big deal. So as a coach, you can earn up to $12,000 a week in each business center. That's where you cap out just in your team cycle bonus. Now, that does not include matching bonus, that does not include retail, and that does not include star diamond bonus. However, let's just say none of those. Let's say that you're earning 0 in all 3 other categories except the team cycle bonus. If you earn $12,000 a week in one business center, that means you would be earning $624,000 a year. That's over $500,000 in that one business center. Now, let's say you did that in 25 business centers. That's about $15 million. Now, I don't know about you, but I do not know any other career in my wildest imagination that I could possibly earn $15 million a year. Now, you might be thinking, well, Laura, that is something that like the big folks do. That's something that, the top 10 coaches could achieve. That's something that I just don't think I have it in me. And I would ask you a question. Why do you think that about yourself? Like, why do you think you could not reach that potential? Maybe you're afraid because you don't feel like you know enough. Maybe you're afraid because you've never really been the top of anything in your life, but you're on a top team, right? Like, you're a part of something really big and really cool. We don't always have all the answers and we don't always have it all together, but we have heart and we have passion and we have work ethic. And I really, truly believe that anybody who sticks this out and puts in the work, and it's not just put in the work, it's actually doing like productive work. It's not just putting in hours, because you can spend 5 hours a day on this business, but a lot of it could be scrolling Facebook, having panic attacks because you don't know what to do. I'm talking about doing the work by reaching new people, connecting with new people, following up like your fingers will bleed so you're contacting people and building relationships with people and being creative and innovative, learning different ways to reach new people through social media outlets, helping people with customer service, leading these challenge groups so well that people are die-hard advocates for Beachbody products and they're getting results. So they turn into coaches who then produce high volume. It's a process and it does take a lot of variables, but to me, I think there's no reason why anyone should think that they can't be a top earner in this business. It might take you 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 25 years. It depends on how fast you want to build. But the game plan is there, the roadmap is there, and there's no limit on your success except the limit that you put on yourself. And we don't have time to put limits on ourselves. So again, the compensation plan, back to the basics. You actually earn a percentage of what your personally sponsored coaches earn. you don't take that percentage from them. You earn that percentage based on you helping them. So it's kind of like Beachbody saying, hey, great job in helping that person achieve success. And because you did that, I'm going to give you a bonus. It's the same thing that happened to me when I worked at Corporate America. Corporate America gave me a bonus when I helped my team succeed. So it's kind of like a pat on the back, way to go, girl, you did awesome. So if you have emeralds or above on your team and you are ruby or above yourself, you are going to earn 5% matching bonus, which I said matching business, which doesn't really make sense because it's matching bonus. You're going to earn 5% matching bonus. You are then going to earn 10% matching bonus if you yourself are a diamond or above. Again, reaching these ranks are awesome and they feel really cool at the time. But if you are like up and down in your rank and you think, well, nobody knows and it really doesn't matter because I achieved that emerald one time and they recognized me publicly. And then I was diamond that one time and that felt really exciting. So everyone knows that I have what it takes, but I'm just taking a step back right now. I'm just taking a step back and it's fine. I'll get back. You're losing money. Like if you dropped rank, you're losing money. And I just think you need to build a solid diamond team to cap out the potential that you have to earn. What did we go over earlier? You earn $18 as a diamond for every team cycle bonus. And here you see that as a diamond, you earn 10% matching bonus. That's your earned money. That is your hard-earned money that you deserve. So you better build a solid diamond rank, not just because of rank, but because of the income that you deserve. Don't let it fall in and out because that means that week that you fall out of it, you lose money. That week that you drop rank, you lose those dollars off of your team cycle bonus. You lose that matching bonus that you could have been racking up. And you need this money, guys. Like we have goals. So, for example, if one of your coaches earn $100 in team cycle bonus, you earn $10. That might sound like small change to you right now, but trust me, it adds up because you never know if you sign up another Melanie Mitro or another, Lindsay Matway or whoever. If you sign up someone who ends up capping out on their business center. Okay, so what did I say earlier? Capping out on one business center is $12,000. Do you know what 10% of $12,000 is? That's $1,200. You could be earning $1,200 off of someone that you sign up just because of matching bonus, just because you yourself maintain diamond and above. And you learned earlier that each rank caps out, so you never want to stay at diamond. You want to increase your chances to earn more income because each star diamond that you achieve increases the cap that you have on your income. And you might be saying, all right, that sounds good, but there ain't no way I'm going to cap out on my business center because I am way too far gone. I got like 2 volume points in my weak leg right now, Laura, and there's no way I'm going to cap out anytime soon. And I'm just going to tell you, you need to take that crap off. You need to eliminate well, Laura, you don't know my situation. Well, Laura, well, you don't know what I've been through, or it's just never going to happen, or it's going to take 400 years. I'm telling you something. It might take 400 years, but you have a choice. You either stick on this road and you improve yourself as a leader. Look, I have been learning leadership lessons left and right this past year. Leadership is never a skill that you will quit learning. You will always grow and you will always figure it out and you will always have to learn more skills and be innovative and figure out better ways to do things. But there is I'm telling you, there is zero chance that you will succeed if you quit. Not with Beachbody anyways. I hope that if you decide that this isn't for you, that's okay. It's not for everybody. I will miss you and you're still my friend. But if this isn't for you, I hope that there is tremendous success and happiness and peace for whatever you pursue. But for those of you who are passionate about Beachbody and who are passionate about matching people to this healthy lifestyle through this business opportunity, I'm telling you something. Stick it out and do the work because it pays off. So I'm going to ask you another question. Have you guys heard of something called the Pareto principle? And it's a concept called the 80-20 rule. So it's something that John Maxwell talks about a lot. And it is actually like a principle. Like he always talks about, here's 21 laws of leadership. Here's 21 laws of this. This is an actual law that just happens to happen. Did you know that 20% of your team will produce 80% of the results? Like 20% of people in church will do 80% of the work. 20% of people at on your team in corporate America or retail, whatever you do, or in school, they will do 80% of the work, just like your business now, just like your downline. 20% of your downline will produce 80% of the results. So I'm going to encourage you guys to do something. Do you know how to run a report in your downline and see who is a runner, like to see who your top 20% are? Because ultimately, if we're going to be building for income, we need to worry less about dragging the coaches that are personally sponsored who don't want to do anything, and more about investing in the people who do want to do something, because that's who I want to fuel up. And I'll tell you from personal experience, I do not have, my sponsor is amazing and she is a sweetheart, but just because we signed up a day apart, I grew faster than her because I had a really crazy, like desperate why where I wanted to come home to my boy. So I grew faster than her, and no offense to her, she did great and she's amazing. But because I grew faster than her, I had no one telling me what to do. And I still don't have a mentor. I have success partners who keep me going, but I don't have anybody who I can run to, who I talk to and say, well, give me advice, you do that. I have groups of people that I go to who I say, hey, can you share your input on this? Or can you give me advice? Or what would you do in this situation? Or what did you do with your challenge groups recently? I go to my success partner groups, and that's why I really encourage you guys to focus less on what you get in your upline and more about what you can get in this team, because it can be a lateral mentorship program, okay? So you're never held back by who your upline is, who your upline is not, what kind of sponsorship, what kind of mentorship, what kind of training they give you, because every single bit of training that you need to succeed is right here in Moxie. Every single bit of training that you need is right here in these websites and these trainings that Lindsay Matway gave us, that Brittany Leggett gave us, that are in YouTube, Google, Coach Online Office. Guys, every single thing you need to know is at your fingertips. And I will tell you this, a lot of times the coaches who struggle the worst are those who overthink this, and those who keep on saying, well, I just need more training, or I just need more training, or I need to be told this, and I need to learn more. Sometimes it just takes doing. Sometimes it just takes like getting out there and doing the things that we've been telling you to do from the very beginning. And you might be like, you're beating a dead horse by telling me the 4 vital behaviors, but are you really doing it? Like, are you really getting down and dirty with your BAT, with your tracker, and saying, okay, I am talking to 5 to 10 new people today, and I will invite them to my next thing, and I will post 3 to 5 times a day, and I will be awesome, and I will be creative, and I will talk about my results, and I will lose 5 pounds this month like I committed to doing. You guys sometimes just have to go out there and do it. Like, stop asking for training. Stop waiting for your upline to give you things on a silver platter, because it has been given to you on a silver platter. But I have noticed that that creates laziness. Oh, I just dropped a bomb. Sometimes that creates laziness. If you expect things to be handed to you, no, you got to work. You have got to hustle, and you have got to get in the grind and wait for no one to tell you what to do. If you need advice, we got you. That's what your team page is for. That's what we are here for, and we want to help you. We really do. But you just sometimes got to run. So this 80-20 rule, it's about helping your downline. It's about being a leader, and it's about being an influence in your entire organization. So what's kind of cool is that I like to do this as well. I absolutely love to spend treasured time with my personally sponsored coaches, and I have to reserve a large chunk of my hours on checking in with them. But a lot of times I spend hours looking at our downline and recognizing that we're not my personally sponsored, because I want to elevate and say congratulations to everyone in Moxie, the top 20%. So do you guys want to see who the top 20% is this week? Like, I know it. I track it. Okay. Let me go. Here it is. Okay, so it was out of line. Top 20% this week. This is what I track, right? I look at these people and I say, I see you. I see what you're doing, and I recognize you, and I appreciate you, and you guys are incredible, because the Pareto Effect, the principle says that 20% of your team, this downline, our organization, will produce 80% of the results. Now, it's not the same 20% every single week. It moves and it grooves, and it just depends on what the flow is. But at the end of the day, I know that I only have a certain amount of time in my day, and I would love to reach out and say congrats and invest and say, like, hey, how can I help you? Would you like a one-on-one? What can I do to encourage you today? You're doing a really great job. These ladies on this list right here, I am amazed by. I am so appreciative of you, and I know that there's a lot more leaders on this team than just this list right here, because that's just this week, and it flows and it moves. But congratulations. Like, a job well freaking done, because I know you're working. I appreciate that. But to increase your chances of success. You have got to increase your numbers. People say, don't talk about numbers. I can't even handle it. Numbers, 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 business, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say something hard. I'm guilty. I am coming to you in total humility and total humbleness and saying, I might have failed you as a leader. I'm sorry. I am okay with admitting that because I told you I am constantly growing. I am constantly learning new lessons. And I am sorry if I have ever accidentally painted a false hope saying that you can earn money quick in this business. And maybe some of you joined this business thinking that that would be your story. And when it did not happen that way, you are checked out. And you're like, I didn't sign up for hard work. I didn't sign up for adversity. I didn't sign up for hard work. Like, I didn't sign up for obstacles. But if you are dead set on achieving, I'm going to say it, Success Club 5 every single month, which is a great thing. It really is a great thing. But if that is your bare minimum and you're like, I'm going to hit Success Club 5 and it's going to be awesome, but in 6 months you've not grown your business and you come to your upline or me or whoever and you're like, I just don't think this is, like, what's wrong with me? I'm going to tell you something. You're not a bad coach. Not a bad coach. If you've been hitting Success Club 5 every single month consistently, but you're still not seeing your business grow, it's just because that's the bare minimum. Like, mediocre equals mediocre, and you're not a bad coach. You're probably able to, like, sustain what you've been doing. So I'm going to talk to you guys about something from good to great. Success Club 5 is good. Success Club 10 is great. Adding 1 to 4 coaches a month is good, but adding 5 to 10 coaches a month is great. I'm going to tell you something honest. I have not been falling into the 5 to 10 category as far as adding coaches each month. So I have felt my personal goals shake. I have felt my personal, status of growth be questioned. And I had to sit back and evaluate and be like, gosh, this is hard. What's going on, Laura? Like, get it together. And I just think you're right. I need to get my challenge groups better. I need to improve on the customers that I'm helping. I need to get more passionate about connecting with people one-on-one, not just about getting points, because I want people to know that numbers equal people, but numbers equal success. So to increase my chances of success, I have to increase the amount of numbers that I am achieving. So the variables that affect income, we already reviewed this, but let's just break it down a little bit more. If you need more money, like if your back is against the wall and you're like, I need money, I need a paycheck, I'm just going to tell you, then sell more challenge packs. Like, don't freak out over that. Every single challenge pack that you sell is like $40 to $60. Let's average that out and say that every challenge pack you sell is $50. If you need money, sell more challenge packs. And if you're telling me right now in your head, I don't know how, I'm just going to tell you something. If you're really that desperate, you figure it out. Like, if you couldn't feed your family, wouldn't you figure it out? Wouldn't you go to your neighbor, knock on a door? Wouldn't you go to your aunt and uncle and be like, hey, it's about time you need to lose some weight? Wouldn't you reach out to more people? Wouldn't you get out of your comfort zone? If you need more money, you can sell more challenge packs, because that is an easy way to earn $50, $100, $200. You can sell 4 challenge packs this week, and that's $200 extra just by selling some challenge packs. Okay? I'm not talking about spending 40 hours a week at Applebee's earning, $2.50 minimum wage. That would take you how many hours to earn $200? I'm just talking about connecting with some people and leading an online fitness group. That's our job, guys. Or team cycle bonus. If you need more money, show your downline how to duplicate. Lead your team. Add that volume. Teach them how to, start challenge groups. Teach them. Show up. Start team pages. Start team calls for yourself. Mentor them. Love them. Give them the resources. And if they're not doing anything, don't drag them. Add new coaches. That would increase your chances for developing team cycle bonus or stacking. Okay? If you need more money, double dip your volume. Now, this is a bit advanced. So, everyone, take a deep breath. I'm gonna go here. Stacking strategy. This is long term, but I want you guys to see it. I want you guys to see the strategy behind this, because I want you to get excited about the opportunity here. So you see here, you at the beginning, you're at the top. You have a right leg and left leg. I suggest everyone sign up their spouse, their parent, whoever, because that to me is their second business center. However, you can actually sign up a for real second business center when you hit 2-star and above. So ultimately, your goal for your first business center is for you to be a 2-star diamond, which means you have 1 diamond on each leg, and then you have a total of 12 coaches, active coaches. But if you hit 2-star in your first business center, that means you can open up a second business center, which is simply you signing up as you again. So the second business center is under your name, your social security number, but you get a paycheck for that. And you can also build that second business center to a diamond, which would be one of your diamonds too. So that's some strategy. But every time you build a business center to 2-star diamond, you can open up another one. And then I mentioned at the very beginning that you can open up to 25 business centers. But did you know that your spouse can also open up 25 business centers? So let's say that you sign up your parent. Let's say you sign up your spouse. I think that's incredibly strategic, incredibly important if you're thinking long term. So I mentioned at the beginning that if you build every business center you have to 2-star. I mean, I'm sure it would grow even beyond that. But let's say you build every business center up to 2-star and it all like funnels up. The reason why this is so important is when you stack your volume, you can be very strategic because you can follow me here, okay? You can put your challenge pack sales underneath your second business center. You would still get credit for that Success Club point, but that means that your second business center would earn that commission of $40. But then your spouse, you follow me here? If the second business center gets that challenge pack, that volume rolls up to what your spouse earns in Team Cycle bonus. So let's say he's a diamond. He could earn up to $18, and that would also roll up to you for $18. So a challenge pack that would originally be just $40 is now all of a sudden $76 in commission just because of strategy and stacking. Again, this might be long term and this might be above what you can even fathom right now, but see it long term, how important it is for you to keep going and how you can see the opportunity here. Because I'm not just talking about you earning maxed out in your business center when you're simply hitting Success Club and adding new coaches a month. And I'm going to talk about those numbers a bit. But I have less than a minute. Oh, we have so much to talk about. I'm stressing out. Can you guys jump back on for like 15 more minutes? Can you guys do that? Is that obnoxious? I promise you this is so worth it. If those of you who are business minded, I want you guys to stay with me, okay? I'm so sorry. I know that's so incredibly tacky. Thank you for showing the perfect. Okay, cool. Let's jump off. And we are going to be right back. Same link, same place, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.